Okay, so working inside now, this is my strip off the car. I'm just going to turn it over so you can see how it's constructed to make it a bit easier for you when you're taking it apart. It's got these runners, they were the clips holding it in place. This was the back part of the door lock mechanism that was basically like just a standard roller there. Okay, so the next job is the carbon wrap. So what I've done, I've ordered some 3D carbon. I ordered mine from a place in the UK called Car Style. So these are the guys I used to order mine from. Came pretty quickly, good service from these guys. So this is the carbon fibre. This one came as a roll. As you can see, it's kind of the 3D kind of effect. This is the standard sort of sticky back stuff, so I'm just going to be sticking this on basically, as opposed to the gluing and sanding process which you can do on some of the carbon fits I've seen. So really only two things I think I need for this, which is one, I'm going to use a new standing knife just to get a nice cut, and then I need to take this out, and I'll take this out as well. So I'm just going to set the camera up at the angle. Okay, so first of all we're going to take this mechanism here out. Just a couple of clips on the outside of this. They just clip in here. There's one clip just here, and then they just push apart. And when you push those apart, there we go. So that's the first part clipped out. So we don't need that. Put that to one side. And then we're also going to take this piece here out as well. These again are just literally just clipped in. Pretty easy. Okay. So they're out of the way. The last thing I need to do is just take this out as well, just so that I can wrap up the carbon properly around it all. Okay, there we go. So they're put to one side. Right, okay, so next thing's next, I just got a damp cloth. I'm just giving it a quick wipe down to make sure it's nice and smooth. I have done this before, and there was no real need to do much more than just the basic wipe down. Okay, open up the carbon wrap.
In the sink unless I pass it to you discreetly.
Okay, so what I've done now is cut a piece of carbon to the approximate size of my piece of wood that I'm going to be putting carbon on today. Personally, I prefer to work from the flatter side up and then over the curve as my last piece. I just find it just is an easier way to lay the carbon on. I'm not saying I'm not a carbon expert by any reason, or any means. I've done the back too, so I've kind of practiced, if you like. So I'm giving you my wisdom on the only the two pieces I've ever put carbon on before. So all I'm basically going to do now is peel back the backing on my carbon, and I'm going to start the process now of laying this onto my piece of wood. So I want to get it as kind of flat as possible with the lines. So my first kind of thing I noticed last time was just trying to get it lined up as kind of perfectly as possible. So I'll just move over here. So we're just working from this side just for a moment. It's kind of just got a sticky back to it, so as I said, I'm not an expert in this stuff by any means. So what I've done, I've tried to line it up so that it's going to give me the kind of symmetry look that I want to achieve across the car. And this stuff is you kind of just pat it out really. I know some people use like a little spatula to do so, just to try and get rid of these little lines, these little air gaps that basically appear in it. You can see some appearing here, and all I'm going to do in my case is just push these out. Okay, so this is how the laying is going so far. So I've laid it down. I'm now going to use a hairdryer to heat it up, and then I'm just going to do a light bit of heating around the edges. Okay, so that's now letting me start to form the shape down the back part of the item. So I'm just wrapping to the final bit on this piece. So I'm kind of happy so far with progress up to here. Seems okay. So now I'm kind of starting from here. Just so it doesn't get too much in the way of the overlap with each other. Okay, and then I'm just pull this back up so I'm not quite tack that down hard enough. That's it. Okay, so we finished the wrap. So back to kind of putting back together the Range Rover aspect of this now, rather than just the carbon piece of it. So we had our original kind of piece which kind of clipped in. So we're now going to put the door handle pieces back on now.